Most importantly, I want to know why this guy has not been arrested. First and foremost, a crime was committed. It wasn't an accidental shooting. It was murder. My heart is broken. As a mother, this is the most difficult thing I have ever gone through in my life. And I just don't understand why the police department won't step in and do their job and arrest this guy. Let the judge decide.
Imagine how difficult that must have been for Sabrina Fulton. And George Zimmerman wasn't arrested until over a month later. So the bold question we have tonight, should he have been arrested earlier? Let's take a look at the timeline in all this. Let's start with February 26th. On that day, Zimmerman admits to shooting Trayvon Martin. They have the altercation. He's taken into custody, but he is released. Now, take a look at February 27th. One day after, Tracy Martin identifies Trayvon Martin's body using a picture. And don't forget, police did a walkthrough with George Zimmerman on that day. This is one day after. He has not been arrested at this point. Now we fast forward, February 29th. Sanford police says that George Zimmerman was acting as a neighborhood watch person. He was serving in his role, has not been arrested at this point. Now we fast forward about 2 weeks. Here we go, March 12th. Sanford Police Chief Bill Lee says that no charges were filed. He says there were no grounds to disprove the story of events. And by the way, speaking of Bill Lee, let's take a look at what he had to say on this day.
The evidence and testimony that we have so far does not establish that Mr. Zimmerman did not act in self-defense. We don't have anything to dispute his claim of self-defense.
Now, that's the Sanford Police Chief. Take a look at what happened on March 13th. A guy who works for the Sanford Police Chief, Detective Chris Serino, recommends manslaughter charges. And here are some of the things he said in his report. Zimmerman failed to identify himself as a concerned citizen or neighborhood watch member on 2 occasions. He not only says that, he says Zimmerman's head injuries were marginally consistent with a life-threatening episode, as described by him, during which neither a deadly weapon or deadly force was deployed by Trayvon Martin. That's the guy who works for Bill Lee. So, after that point, George Zimmerman wasn't arrested, Ashley, for almost 28 days, almost a month. And that has the people asking questions, you know, should he have been arrested earlier? I wonder what your jury has to say about it.